The secret of the black threads. In a quiet town in the American Midwest, a young man named Ethan Carter lived an ordinary-looking life. To everyone around him, Ethan seemed calm, polite, and forgettable. But deep inside, he was obsessed with mysteries, forbidden knowledge, and the hidden darkness people were too afraid to talk about. Not far from him lived Lena Brooks, a mysterious girl who spent most of her nights reading old occult books, studying strange symbols, and searching online forums about supernatural rituals and secret energies. The two first met inside an abandoned bookstore hidden between old buildings downtown. Their connection was instant. What started as curiosity slowly turned into an intense relationship built on secrets, obsession, and dangerous ideas. But their love was far from normal. Ethan and Lena shared a disturbing belief. They thought personal belongings carried human energy. The more private the object was, the stronger the energy became. Soon, they began secretly stealing clothes and undergarments from laundromats, apartments, and locker rooms, convinced they could use those items in dark rituals. Outside the city stood an abandoned church ruined by time and fire. Every weekend, the couple sneaked inside carrying candles, black thread, strange drawings, and stolen belongings. Beneath Ethan's basement, they created a hidden room covered with symbols, hanging black strings, and hundreds of stolen items pinned to the walls like trophies. One stormy night, they discovered an ancient book hidden inside a locked chest. The title read, Greater Than, the Shadow Dominion. According to the book, anyone who learned to control the energy attached to personal objects could slowly influence human emotions, fears, and thoughts. That idea consumed them. Soon, Ethan whispered to Lena, Greater Than, imagine controlling everyone, politicians, celebrities, entire cities. We wouldn't just be powerful. We'd rule the world. Lena smiled, and that was the moment everything began to fall apart. Over the next few months, strange things started happening around town. People became aggressive without reason. Some suffered terrifying nightmares. Others suddenly felt paranoid, anxious, or emotionally unstable. No one understood why, but Ethan and Lena believed their rituals were working. Until one night, everything changed. Inside the abandoned church, while performing another ritual under candlelight, the ground suddenly shook. The black threads hanging around the room started moving on their own. Symbols painted on the walls glowed bright red. Then, from the darkness, an old man appeared. His eyes burned like fire. In a deep, echoing voice, he said, Greater Than, the power you seek was never meant to control others, it was born from the darkness inside yourselves. He handed them an old mirror. The moment Ethan and Lena looked into it, they saw their future. They were old, broken, and completely alone. The world feared them. No friends, no love, no happiness, only power, and endless emptiness. Terrified, they finally realized what they were becoming. That night, they abandoned their dream of controlling the world. But change didn't happen overnight. For a while, they still survived through small scams, thefts, and manipulation. Then fate caught up with them. Months later, during a robbery at a wealthy mansion, police officers were already waiting inside. Ethan and Lena were arrested and sentenced to years in prison. For the first time in their lives, they experienced the pain they had caused others. Prison changed them. When they were finally released, they left their old lives behind forever. Ethan opened a small community bookstore where he spent his days teaching children to love reading. Lena dedicated her life to helping struggling families and volunteering at shelters. Together, they burned every ritual object, every black thread, and every page connected to their dark past. And from that day forward, they lived by one simple truth. Greater Than, real power doesn't come from controlling people. It comes from helping them.